That was an entertaining contest, was it not? Not always the best way, though. Crazy basketball.
Yeah, I told the guys I don't ever want to coach it again. Really hope I don't ever have to coach again, which obviously you will. But 25 turnovers and find a way to win, it's hats off to our guys. I thought we did a good job of being aggressors in the second half, and that's what led to we got to the foul line so many times that we were able to come those turnovers.
All right, you also got some nice contributions, some guys that are just really kind of feel their way into a strong supporting role. Just mentioning Josh Winbush. Oh, we're off. We'll keep going. Josh Winbush had 14 points after doing that just a couple of days ago against Midwestern.
Yeah, you know, I thought it was able to step up to the line and make some foul shots, which were huge down the stretch. I know they hit a couple shots. You know, we had some missed coverages, 2 possessions in a row. But when you go back to the foul line and you're able to convert, you know, it allows you to keep it out of one possession situation. And then we did a nice job of getting the ball in bounds every single time, and we didn't even have to burn a timeout to do it. So we ended the game well. Obviously, we want to cover up those 2 threes, but we made them pass the ball 4 or 5 times, and our clock was our best ally. And we were able to take enough time off the clock, get the ball inbounded every time, and finish the game out.
All right, Isaiah Wiggins giving you a career best 11 points. That's 6 over the best he had done before that. Coach, talk about his game and what he brought to the floor.
I thought he just brought great energy, was really getting after it on the defensive end. He didn't come up with necessarily defensive stats, but I thought he put pressure on those guards. You know, he got a couple run-out buckets. It led to his pressure on the ball, and they kind of threw it away or got sped up, and he was able to get out and finish through contact, you know, and got those 2 and 1s, and then, you know, shot a wide-open 3 in the first half and shot a wide-open 3 in the second half. It's just a really solid, you know, in 11, 12 minutes just gave us, you know, a huge lift off the bench.
It was tough inside tonight. Just ask any of the bigs or just ask Deontay Terrell. How's he? That was a scary moment there with him lying on the floor holding his head.
Yeah, I think he's fine. I think he got poked in the eye, so his eye was hurt more than a head, you know, deal, which can be scary. Both can be scary. But sure. I think he's all right. He seemed fine in the locker room, but we'll figure that out tomorrow when he sees the training staff. But he was huge with 9 rebounds. He obviously shot the ball poorly, but I thought he did some really good things. And on that backside, when you're running a lot of 2-3, he just was able to go up and be an athlete with those guys and come down with a lot of defensive rebounds.
What about the guard play? How are you feeling on this? It's a new set for you, and you got to work with what you got.
Yeah, you know, if Wayne and Alberto turn over 12 times between the two of them, it's going to be tough to win. But Alberto did do a nice job with 6 assists. Only took 4 shots. He was really trying to get – and even a lot of his turnovers were drives where I think he was trying to pass and make a play for somebody else. So he did a good job facilitating from that standpoint. And then he did a good job defensively. I mean, we just guarded. Again, you know, we had talked about it. You take away the, you know, obviously you can't take it away, but, you know, they get those 2 threes. But I think they went 8 or 9 minutes in the second half with and scored like 7 points. And that's really getting consistent stops. Now, even with your turnovers, you're able to go out and build a lead or get back in the game in the case it was for us when we went down 8, I think, there.
Bit of a bright spot as well from Wiggins besides the 11 points. Coach, he had no turnovers. Only he and Leo Lara were without a gift to the Greyhounds in that department.
Yeah, and Leo played 28 minutes, so really nice job from him. Obviously, he found his shot there in the second half, which we needed. And we had 15 assists, so the ball was moving, even though we didn't shoot it great. We shot it a lot better in the second half, obviously. But you get 15 assists on 26 made buckets. That's really good. You can't hand them the ball so many times, obviously.
Coach, with the win, Lions pick up a badly needed number 12. That, you know, depending on what the results are, Angelo and Lubbock Christian tonight, they could both join you in a tie. And suddenly, instead of in a 3-way tie for 6th, you're possibly at least in a 3-way tie for 4th. That's life in the LSC men's side, right?
Yeah, you know, I think there's 6 teams right there, all within a game or 2. And with 4 games left, you know, you have a bad weekend, you go in 2, you could really slide. I think it assures us a home playoff game. Yeah, it does. So it assures us at least a top 8 seed. which that means we'll at least get a home playoff game, and if we go on a run, maybe we get a bye. But I don't think we can fall to 9, which would mean we have to go on the road to open up LSC tournament.
Right. Sitting at number 10 is UT Permian Basin. The Falcons 8-11. They were mathematically eliminated from catching you by virtue of the victory tonight.
Yeah. So I think that I don't know. Whatever. We'll go back, regroup tonight, watch the film, and we'll start getting. It's obviously not going to get any easier. It's going to get tougher. Really good West Texas team coming in here on Saturday, and we're going to honor our seniors, and it'll be nice, to honor those guys that chose to play here, and we'll just do everything we can, prepare, and try to give ourselves a chance to be in the game in the last 4 minutes like we always do.
How do you want your team going into that game? Loose, relaxed, and ready to go on the home court? They got to be focused either way.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, a big key to West Texas' success is how much they turn people over and get in transition. So we did a nice job in the second half, not in the first half. We did a really nice job in the second half keeping them out of transition. Our turnovers, we threw it out of bounds at least. So now we're able to go set our defense. In the first half, we had live ball turnovers that ended up in 14 fast break points. I think there was something like that, a bunch of them. So you gotta limit those, and that's what Eastern did to us. They gave us live ball turnovers in the second half, and we're able to get back in the game because we're able to get out and transition in a numbers game. So West Texas, if you're going to turn it over, I jokingly say if you're going to turn it over, throw it out of bounds so we can go set our defense. But we need to look at our turnovers, see why, look at good possessions, see why we didn't turn it over, and then just play loose. I mean, there's nothing at this point. You got to play with a lot of energy and passion and play loose. And you're going to have mistakes. We just don't need 25 of them.
There you go. Coach, congratulations on the W. Any kind of W is good, especially when you're climbing up in the LSC standings and getting ready for the tournament. If the Lions have that home game, and that's looking pretty fair unless you break into number 4, it's at home on Tuesday night.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so, like, in February, March basketball terms, that's so far away. But it is something that we can, I think, know now. Maybe not. I don't know.
It's all numbers. We're good at sports, not math, right?
But we'll try to get ready. Appreciate the fans. Our band was amazing. Dance team, cheer team, community came out. I thought it was really rocking there late in that game. And that really, we ran our run there with about 3 minutes that really sealed the game for us. All
right, Coach, congratulations. Very well done in the second half. What a rally by the Lions. And they come up with a win, the final 80-75. We're going to take a break, Coach. We'll see you next time. That'll just be a couple of days away with West Texas at 4 o'clock.
You got it. Go Lions.
Go Lions. We'll be back after this to wrap it up with the numbers.